Welcome to Only Good Heroes. I'm Lucia Nazzaro, and on this show, we're shining a light on some amazing people and organizations who are having a huge impact in their community, helping others in this time of need. On today's show, you'll meet Scott Strode. He's the founder and the National Executive Director of the Phoenix. Scott, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know it's an honor to have you. I have known about your work for a while, but for people that don't know, can you tell us what the Phoenix is exactly?
Yeah, sure. We're a nonprofit and we're a free, sober, active community. And what that means is that you can show up at an event, which is yoga, hiking, climbing, biking, whatever activity it is. We have social events also. And you just have to be 48 hours clean and sober. And you have to adhere to a code of conduct, which essentially says anything that isn't nurturing isn't welcome. But other than that, there's no price of admission. You just come on in, and most of the instructors are in recovery themselves. You know, I always say that you kind of see something in yourself at the top of your first climb that you can't kind of see from down here. And that belief in yourself that you find up there starts to apply itself in your recovery journey also.
So obviously we're in a very interesting time right now where people can't go to the gym. How have things shifted for you, and what have you done during this time to make your services available to your community?
Yeah, and it's a difficult time actually for folks struggling with substance use and on the mental health side of things too. I think that anxiety and uncertainty and isolation is sort of fertile ground for addiction. So we pretty quickly pivoted our in-person programs to virtual, because we recognized that it was important that we stay connected in this time. So you can come to a Zoom workout class or meditation or yoga, and you stay connected to your recovery network. In the last 13 years, we've served over 36,000 people with free recovery support. So we have really robust sort of attendance at our activities. Last year alone, we served about 10,000 people, and we plan on doubling that this year. But overnight, we realized that it wasn't going to work to bring people together in person. And we're really mindful at the Phoenix to use the language that we need to do physical distancing, but not social distancing, right? Like we can stay connected socially. The fact that we're going through this same challenge together builds sort of a unity and connection, I think, that's important for all of us, because I do believe that adversity sort of builds bonds between people, and I think this moment is an opportunity for us all to come closer to each other, even though physically we'll maintain that distance.
Have you heard stories or feedback of how this is impacting them?
We had a young woman join one of our classes, and she just had that minimum requirement of 48 hours sober. And she came to class the next day and the next day and the next day. And through this quarantine, she's now got a little over a week and a half in recovery, just by coming to our virtual programs. And
right, to have that there as that support.
Yeah, and to know that we're there every day at the same time, and that the instructors who are coaching are in recovery and they understand where she's coming from. And there's just this love and empathy that kind of surrounds her at the Phoenix events. And now she's bringing energy there for others that are coming for the first time. What we're realizing now is that people can access our programs from anywhere in the world. And we've actually had people come to our workouts and yoga classes from 6 different countries. We have people that come from really small rural communities where there's almost no sort of infrastructure or support for folks in recovery or folks struggling. So now it doesn't matter if live in the middle of nowhere in sort of Western Pennsylvania. You've allowed us to reach people in places that we previously couldn't have. So our virtual programming is here to stay even after this.
So even more than changing your business model, it's really changed your community. It's expanded it to include people that wouldn't have otherwise been a part of that community.
Absolutely. And that kind of fills my heart, because one of the challenges of this work is there's so few resources around recovery support, that I have loved ones and people struggling reaching out to me regularly through social media and through email and all that, saying, I wish Phoenix was here in my community. And now we can actually answer that call.
If people want to find you and join you for one of your virtual classes, which it sounds like they're sticking around, so they can join you for the long haul, where can they find out more?
If folks just go to thephoenix.org, there's a bar at the top or a pop-up about our virtual programs. And then you can learn more just by clicking through the website. And if it's within folks' means, they can also donate, because we are a nonprofit, and it's an uncertain time for nonprofits too. So that support would be welcome.
Absolutely. Speaking of donating, everyone here at OnlyGood TV, we really are inspired by the work you're doing, and we know every dollar counts. So we want to make $100 donation.
Thank you.
To just say, keep up the incredible work. You're doing such good in your community, and it's obviously impacting people's lives. So on behalf of all of us here, we'd like to make that donation to you.
Thank you so much, because every donation goes a long way in helping us just reach more people. And we believe that if we can get more people out there sort of wearing their Phoenix shirts and our logo, Rise, Recover, Live, we can start addressing some of the stigma that keeps a lot of us in our addiction and the shame. And, you know, I may carry some shame from the things that happened in my addiction, but I'm actually really proud of who I am in recovery. And by sharing that with others, I make space for them to ask for help if they need it.
For more inspiring stories, make sure to find us at onlygood.tv and on Instagram at Instagram /onlygood.tv.